Just add a little message with Graham there. Although he is showing up on the screen there, I don't believe he can actually hear anything at all. So he's going to try and log in on his iPhone in a minute, I believe. But he's asked me to start the meeting if we can. So first of all, welcome to all our guests tonight. Say hi in a second if you want to unmute yourself. So I think we've got visitors from Montego Bay, which is great to see. So President Yamina and the rest of your club members, welcome to the club. We've got Valentine from forgive the pronunciation, Valentine Târgoviște in Romania, which is great to see. We've got Plymouth Mayflower, Bloberg in South Africa. Richard, it's great to see you again. We've got Plymouth, Michigan. Our speaker tonight, Martin from Cochrane in Canada. We've got Loswivio. I suppose we've got to let the Cornish in somewhere, I suppose, Stephen. Norwich, Saltash, Bothmin, and it's good to see my friend Baron from Gordano Breakfast Club just up the M5 there, so it's good to see you all. Oh. We have got a few apologies from some of our club members tonight. Our club secretary, Rogers, passed his apologies, so I'm not aware of much in the way of club news. But Peter, do you want to say a quick word about the bike scheme, how things are going there, perhaps?
No. We'll do it next week. Let's move on.
Okay, no problem. Right. It's a great pleasure to introduce our speaker this evening, Martin Parnell. Those of us from our Rotary district, Martin is no stranger to these shores. Devon born, and he's spoken at Stephen's district conference a couple of years ago, and he was also mad enough to try and run around the Southwest Coast Path. I'm just trying to think how long ago that was. It's what, 2012 was it, something like that?
2013.
So it's great to see you, Martin. One of the things Martin's actually asked me to set up for tonight, and I'm just going to open it up now because I don't think it came up automatically. He's asked, as part of his talk, for a poll. So I'm just.
So can we wait? Can we wait till I give you the nod, Darren? Is that possible?
Yeah, no problem.
I don't want to give the surprise away.
No problem. So, okay, Martin, I'm going to put this on speaker for you, and the floor is yours.
Great. Well, this is really an absolute pleasure being here today at the Rotary Club of Plympton. Great to see some old friends, people I've met over the years through Rotary, and just to be able to share some thoughts with you. I was asked a few weeks ago to give a presentation on hope and resilience from the mental health and wellness perspective. And I really wasn't sure, what to come up with. And so I came up with the idea of the top 10 reasons to get out of bed during COVID-19. So hopefully you'll find some tips along the way, and happy to answer questions, answer Q&A afterwards on any of this. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Number 10, make your bed. Now, it sounds so simple, make your bed, but it's been proven that this is tremendous for productivity. I mean, let's be honest, you make your bed and you feel like you've accomplished something. If you do nothing else during the day, you've made your bed. The room looks good. It reduces stress, it improves your mood. Really, there's a lot to say for doing that one thing and making your bed. Now, I want to do the poll, Darren, if I could. And I have a question for everybody. And remember the four-way test. Is it the truth? Okay, Darren, go ahead.
Okay, I've just launched it.
Just launch that poll. So,
oh yes.
Did you make your bed this morning? Okay,
yes.
So I need everybody to vote, yes or no.
Honestly, Brian, that's why I keep a wife.
Thank you, John.
Okay, can you see the results, Darren, as the results come in?
Okay, the results have come in. 90% of those attending, that's 18 of us, Yes, we made our beds this morning.
90%.
Did not.
90, that is, you know what, I've done a few of these now. That is a record for percent. That is absolutely brilliant. Look at that, 90. And did everybody vote, Darren? Oh, just make sure that wasn't just 3 people, right?
That was
I didn't.
4 people who didn't vote,
One vote.
and we've just got a new attendee just joining the meeting from Niagara Falls.
Okay.
So
I think we're good. No, I think we're good. Look, first of all, congratulations. You know, that is phenomenal. But in the light of full transparency, I must tell you that I didn't make my bed this morning, and the reason was Sue was still in it. Now, I've actually tried to make my bed several times with Sue in it, but trust me, don't do it. Wait till your partner leaves. Yeah, because it's just not worth it. But one thing I will say about making your bed is, look, it's like any rules, there are exceptions. So if you want to stay in bed, you know, till 11 o'clock, drink margaritas and watch Tiger King on Netflix, do it. Okay? Do it. But don't make it a habit. Just don't make it a habit. Okay, that was number 10. The top 10 things to get out of bed during COVID-19. Number 9, play a game. Now, I have a grandson, Nathan, and he's 10 years old. He lives in Montreal. And before Christmas, Sue and I went out to see him and my other grandson, Matthew, who's 6, and daughter, Christina. And we started playing chess. Now, I've got to be honest with you guys, with everybody. When I play sports against children, I try and beat them. And it's very important, because if you don't try to beat them, they disrespect you. Children are very sneaky, and so you must try and beat them. And so for the first few games, I crushed Nathan. Like it wasn't easy, but it had to be done. But he came back. It builds resilience. And so when COVID-19 hit, he says, Papa Martin, I really want to play you in chess. And so I said, okay, well, let's join chess.com. So we joined chess.com. It's just an amazing website. And Nathan and I continue playing. He got better. And over a couple of weeks, we sort of tied. And then last week, he crushed me. It wasn't easy to take, but he is obviously grown. And so, to do things like play online chess with your grandson, or finding something to connect during this time of COVID-19 is really tremendous. I think it's all about looking at things in a different way. Now, another event that Sue and I got involved with a couple of weeks ago, it involved some cloak and dagger stuff, some intrigue, some really kind of devious kind of things. And you may have guessed it was Rotary Bingo. So our club set up virtual Rotary Bingo. Our president, Alex, or as we call him, Alex Legs 11 Baum, he was the number caller. And we had a fantastic game of bingo with our club. We have 50 members, and we had 35 members come out and play bingo. And the really cool thing was we sold bingo cards at $5. And that evening we made $500. And the money went to cook hot meals for first line workers that work in the care homes. And so not only do we have a fun fellowship thing, but also we did something to help some of the people who are going through these very difficult times. Okay, number 8 of the top 10 reasons to get out of bed during COVID-19. Try a project. So for me, it was gardening. I'm a big gardener. I love gardening. I can't grow anything. I'm kind of rubbish, but I love sweeping leaves up. I love digging the moss out of the patio. Pruning. I'm very good at like chopping stuff down, but not actually growing anything. But I love being outside and taking on these projects. Maybe you have some projects inside or outside that have been there for a while, but you just need to get them done. So do look at doing those kind of projects. Or maybe you want to learn a a musical instrument, or explore travel opportunities when that happens. But look for a project to take on during this time, and it's really good for the soul. It's really good. Okay, number 6, go virtual. Now, my grandson Nathan and I, we were chatting, and he loves to do some research, and he was looking up Mount Everest. And so we started kind of, chatting, and we came up with the idea of virtually climbing Mount Everest. The base camp is at 17,600 feet, and the top of Mount Everest is 29,028 feet. So there's about 11,450 feet vertical. But we were wondering, how can we climb that? Well, the average stair height is 7.5 inches. And so in my basement, I have a flight of stairs, 14 stairs. And Nathan in Montreal also has a flight of stairs. And we figured out that we wanted to climb 200 stairs a day. And so since April the 14th, Nathan and I, with support from a daughter, Christina, and Sue, as I call her now, Sherpa Sue, we have been climbing these stairs at 200 stairs a day. And we are at day 52, and there was a couple of camp days there, but we have hit 10,000 stairs, over halfway up the mountain. And this has been a real bonding kind of experience, this kind of crazy virtual, there's tons of virtual runs, but this is a virtual climb. And it's really been amazing with my grandson and I. And we're writing a journal. He's very creative. We do a weekly journal, and he's researched Everest. He's found out the animals that are on Everest, the snow leopard, the Himalayan tahr, and so on. And he's really enjoying it. Now, one of the outcomes of this virtual climbing of Everest is he was reading that the Sherpas who are from Nepal and support the mountaineers have all lost their jobs. The mountain shut down on March the 15th. And since then, there've been no work for the Sherpas and no livelihood for them and their families. And so Nathan wanted to help the Sherpas. So we Googled support the Sherpas, and we found a website, a GoFundMe site from an individual called Sherpa Jan Chang. And he is very professional. He's climbed Everest 7 times, and he was collecting money, and is collecting money to try and raise $5,000 to help the Sherpas and their families. And one thing that I think we can consider is these things that we do, and this is Rotary, service above self, but it also reflects on look after yourself, look after one another. And so I'm just thrilled that Nathan not only is doing something for himself, but is also trying to help others through this virtual climb of Mount Everest. So keep your eyes open just to see if there's something else that you can spot. Okay, number 5, go outside. Whenever you have the opportunity, whether it's out gardening or out for a walk, or any activity that you can do outside, maybe a bike ride, do take that opportunity. I know there's been restrictions, and I think they are slowly being lifted about getting outside and doing things. But for a mental health and a physical point of view, to get outside and do some exercise is really one of the top things. And again, highly recommend that during the day you find an opportunity to get outside, get some sun, which you've obviously had the last little while. But even in the rain, it's good to get out. Just get out and enjoy being outside. Now, number 4, phone a friend. One thing that in Rotary, I think, really stands out is that we are a family, the family of Rotary. And with this change, with this COVID, we've had to change the way we do things, obviously. I'd never be able to have this kind of meeting so many incredible people. It was mainly the face-to-face. But now's the time to phone people who maybe are having a bit of a tougher time with the technology. Maybe physically they're having a tougher time. So do reach out and connect. We've been connecting with our children in Montreal, in Sault Ste. Marie in Ontario, and in Cardiff, Wales, and the grandkids. But it's also important to reach out to people that maybe you haven't chatted with for a while. One of those, he's on the call today, was Stephen and I. We just had a chat recently. We've been connected. And you know what? It makes all the difference. If there's somebody that maybe you've lost touch with a little bit, do give them a call and say, how are you doing? You know, what's happening? Can I help in any way? It has to be one of the best ways of helping yourself and helping others. You know, when you help others, to me, you help yourself as much. It's as simple as that. And again, that's what Rotary is based on. So definitely think about phoning a friend. Number 3 of the top 10 reasons to get out of bed during COVID-19 is set a goal. Okay, set a goal. Recently, I signed up for and you may be shocked at this, a 1,000 kilometer run across Tennessee. And basically, it started on May the 1st. And the key is to run about 5 miles a day, run or walk, to complete the 1,000 kilometers in 4 months. And so I'm over a month into it, done just over 25%. And so that's kind of a goal that I've set for the next few months. The other one is to run the Boston Marathon. It's been canceled, but they are going to hold a virtual Boston Marathon in September. So that's another goal I've set up. So I want to throw a challenge out to the club members for you to do 2 miles a day. Okay, set up a little tracking sheet. If you're doing it, great. If you're not, let's get going. It'll take 30, 40 minutes. But I want to kind of give you an idea of some of the places you could go by walking 2 miles a day. So let's start off with Plympton to Liscard, right? Just down the road, 24 miles. So that's 12 days. Okay, 12 days of walking to get to Liscard. Wouldn't that be great? But let's not stop there. Let's continue to Newquay. I mean, everyone loves Newquay, right? 54 miles away, a total of 27 days. Not too bad. But I hear you saying, Martin, that's not enough. I want to go further. Okay, go to Penzance. Right, Stephen? Everybody loves Penzance. Penzance is 88 miles away, so 44 days. Okay, 44 days. So set yourself up a tracking sheet, go for a walk around your neighborhood, say a couple of miles, and you'll be amazed how those mileage you build up. Now, I want to be clear. I'm talking about walking around your neighborhood. Do not walk on the main road. Okay, please do not walk to Liscard or Newquay or Penzance. It's too dangerous. You'll be run over by a hay truck, all right, or some potato truck, or a pasty truck is one of the most dangerous things that's in Devon and Cornwall. So be careful. But do set yourself a goal, have some fun with it, and get out there, and the numbers will very, very quickly build. Okay, number 2 reason to get out of bed during COVID-19, help each other. And I mean, this is the essence of Rotary. In our district, we have a number of things going on. In one club, Calgary Connects, they have been collecting used iPads and computers to give to students in shelters who need education. And this is a project they took on. In a couple of clubs, Red Deer and Calgary West, they've been making face shields and masks, again, to protect the essential workers. And in our club in Cochrane, we've been collecting the lunch money that we would have paid if we'd had the meals. And we've been using that money to get hot meals to the frontline workers who are working at the care centers and the care locations in Cochrane. And so I know you have many, many ideas. It'd be great to share them, and let's learn from each other. But this is what Rotary is all about, is helping each other. And again, huge in terms of physical and mental health of keeping well ourselves. If we're not well, then it's very difficult to help others. And finally, the number 1 reason to get out of bed during COVID-19 is go to a Rotary meeting. Now, we're here today. I was mentioning earlier, this morning I was at a Rotary meeting at Orange County in Florida. It was a 7 o'clock meeting their time, or a 5 a.m. meeting my time. But this is the wonder of Rotary. We can now travel the world and we can visit each other. And with that in mind, our club came up with a club meeting passport. Okay, so this is a passport whereby you can visit 9 clubs. And if you do that by June the 30th, there's a draw for $100 of donation to a charity of your choice. And so this idea of visiting clubs, of sharing with each other, its time has come. We also in our district have a website, peopleofaction.ca, and if you go there and click on club meetings, it's listed 28 of our clubs have their Zoom meetings there. You can just click on and go visit. And so opportunities to visit many clubs. And I'm thrilled today to see the number of clubs at this meeting. I think it's probably the one thing that in Rotary, there are a number of things that are important, but in a survey that our club did a couple of years ago, fellowship and community projects. And I think, we feel, we've lost the fellowship without the face-to-face meetings, and we absolutely have lost something there. But I think this is something new. Now's a chance to have fellowship really on a global level. And I just feel from a health and safety and from how we feel, having and going to club meetings is absolutely phenomenal. And so I invite everybody to go to the website and to visit clubs in District 5360. So finally, I just want to say that hope and resilience are muscles that need to be worked. And, there's an opportunity for us to do that. So I'd like to throw the challenge down to the Rotary Club of Plympton and all the members from all over the world that are here today for you to come up with your top 10 reasons to get out of bed during COVID-19. Thank you very much. Now, any questions? Anything? Yeah.
Meet everyone. Martin, before we ask the first question, just to pick up my final point of visiting clubs, for Plympton Club members, I did send a variation to that passport that Martin showed everyone, because Martin actually emailed it to me a few days ago. I thought I was doing quite well because with the Rotary Club of Blowburg, who I visited just before this meeting tonight, I'm currently on 12 club visits, which is 9 different clubs. But I've just seen a couple of posts in the comments there. Kay's on 20 and Dominique is beating us all because she's on about 29 different club visits at the moment.
This is amazing. I mean, this chat box thing. Look, there's 14 clubs represented tonight. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
So I don't know if Graham can actually hear anything at all yet. Looking at the puzzled look at his. Graham,
He's talking.
He's muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Graham.
I'll let you carry on, Darren, because I'm jumped in the middle here somewhere.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say, as Martin just alluded to, are there any questions for Martin? If you could raise your hands either virtually or physically, and I'm sure Martin would love to answer the question. So, Stephen, if you want to meet yourself.
Hi, Martin. Good to hear you again.
Hi, Stephen.
Same old enthusiasm and humour there.
Good.
Just to share an anecdote, I've been playing chess with my 7-year-old grandson on chess.com. I started out with the statement saying, "Tom, I'm going to whip your backside."
Yeah, set the scene. Good.
Yeah, I did. He beat me a few weeks later, went running to his parents and said, "I've just wiped Granddad's backside."
Be careful, Stephen. You got to be careful.
Sounds prophetic.
Very good.
Any other questions at all?
I'd be just to comment. I'm happy to, if anyone's interested, I'm happy to share the presentation with other clubs. Just let me know. And yeah, let's support Nathan. He's doing an amazing job and trying to give back. So it's great to see when the younger generation, pick up on something and they want to make a difference. So.
Yeah, I think, Martin, you've opened up a lot of ideas there, because very often, most Rotary clubs think fundraising is all gone. We can't do anything. We're stuck in our virtual realm here. But in actual fact, you can do something. And I don't particularly like the expression, but think outside the box. And you can find something in there to grab people's attention. So thank you for the, again, as Stephen said, the inspiration this evening. Thank you.
You're welcome, Brian.
And yes, Yamina, have you got a question there?
Yes, well, I love this presentation, and it's an amazing idea. I mean, right now I am thinking because I only have 3 more meetings to go, and one of them is the installation, and the other is my last meeting. And next week I have a musical. I would love for you to come to my club because it's amazing. Of course, you cannot talk about the walking from this place to that place in England. You will have to study a little bit about Jamaica.
Oh, I will. No, absolutely, Amina. Yeah, I've left the emails on the chat box. So just send me an email. I'll be happy to do it.
What I will do is next week is musical. So all of you are invited. By the way, it's a jazz musician from Canada, and just to relax all of this thing of COVID and all of that. So I have invited somebody that will play music for all of us. Big concert. But the following one is a presentation that doesn't need to take the whole meeting. So if you tell me how long really this presentation will take, I would love for my club to hear you. All of the idea and all of the doors that can open, not only for me, for the new administration, because this thing of the Zoom will come to stay. It's the first time, I wish to have gone to all of the places that I have been in virtual. And I think that it has to stay. This is the first time that we actually made Rotary all worldwide. And it's amazing. So I'm gonna get your detail and I'm gonna contact you to fix a presentation.
Absolutely, that'd be wonderful.
Okay. Any other questions for Martin?
I've got a badge for Nathan. I don't know if you can see it. And you can
wow.
You can
That's so cool.
You can put the decimal. Wow. You put the decimal point where you like. If it raises £88, I'll get it to you sometime.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome.
Martin, can I just ask you from a personal point of view, when are you back in the UK? Because there's a stretch of coastal path between Loo and Tor Point that's still got our names on it.
Oh, I want to get back there as soon as possible. That Southwest Coastal Path, again, for anyone who's listening today, and it's an absolute jewel. 1,000 kilometers, 613 miles from Minehead to, Stephen, where did it end?
In Dorset.
Dorset, yeah, in Dorset. So I want to get back there, and I want to spend some time in Devon and Cornwall with everyone here, with the 1175 district clubs, and yeah, I just can't wait to get back.
Okay, seeing no other questions, could I ask Wynne to give the vote of thanks, please?
Yeah, of course. Martin, it's great to see you again, and I've really enjoyed your presentation this evening. It's been great, and clearly everybody else has enjoyed it. We've all gained valuable tips. Some of us, you can see we're brown enough to have been outside taking that bit of advice and doing a lot of gardening, I think.
Yeah,
and a lot of us clearly visiting lots of other clubs. So, but I should have written these down. If I had thought about it, I would have. Have you sent us a list of your points?
Yeah, I'll send it to Darren. Is that okay, Darren?
That would be cool, because I need reminding on some of these things. But yeah, such a good idea. I do make the bed in the morning, which I feel really pleased about.
Well, that's fine. That's
I'd be interested what the points to avoid would be. You know, like watching daytime television and all that slippery slope of stuff. You know?
there's a lot of those, yeah.
There's a lot of those. It'd be nice to see the yin and yang of it. But Martin, it's been absolutely superb this evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, you bet.